And we have returned. Hope you enjoyed them fine clips.
Yeah, I just realized.
Stream before I hear myself. What did you realize, Jarod?
I just realized those clips were have a similar map pool to what we're doing today.
Yeah, because they're ancient.
They're dankient.
Dankient.
All right, we're gonna be jumping back in. We did get the Zerg group this time, or 2 Zerg groups.
Full of Zergs. It's gonna be team better than Jarod.
And also known as
ZergPatch and Jenasin.
Jenasin. Yeah, we'll let's get right on to it then. We're gonna be starting out with somebody who we're definitely very familiar with, coming all the way from the land of Down Under.
Well, you're familiar with.
Nah, you're pretty familiar. Look, I imagine you're more familiar than I am because I keep messing up Chappie and Chase, so I can't be that familiar because
I constantly confuse Chappie and Cham.
Oh, how?
Or I hope for obvious reasons.
How?
Because they have Cha in the name. What the fuck are you talking about?
I see. I mix up Chappie and Chase.
I confuse Gogo Joey and Justice Simon because they have J in the name, not even in the same place.
Accurate.
You think I won't be confused between Cham and Chappie?
But what about Chase?
No, for some reason, no.
What? Really? See, I mix up Chase and Chappie because they're both the Australian Zerg players. Let's start with Cha.
Yeah, you know, you see, this is how I know I don't cast
maybe it's
Chappie
because
and
Chase
a lot.
is Che, whereas Chappie is Cha.
No. This is why I know I don't cast them a lot, because I don't confuse Chase and Chappie. Because if I did cast them a lot, I would definitely be confusing them.
Accurate. Well, we are not talking about Chase right here. We're not even talking about Chappie. We are talking about the player in the top right-hand corner of the map, fighting in the top right-hand corner of Lost and Found. It is going to be playing for ZergPatch and Jenasin. It is a purple Zerg, Eon.
I like that.
Good old Chile. And the bottom left-hand corner of the map, fighting in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is going to be a Blues. Going to be representing Team Better Than Jarod, or playing Team Better Than Jarod. It is. He's going to be feeling pretty happy right now, or people are going to probably be feeling happy down under, because it's Chappie.
Happy for Chappie. Gotta be happy for Chappie. Where's
That's...
Oh, there. Show notes. Sorry, I just couldn't find show notes on the Discord channels.
See, here's a little tip that I learned that I don't do. Take a picture on your phone. Or no, a screenshot on your phone. And then just open it up.
Screenshot of what?
Yeah, just take a screenshot of the notes. I don't do that, but I mean, the thought occurred to me because I'm looking at my phone right now. Not in that way. I mean, you know, my phone is on a stand, and I glanced at it.
Yeah, light. Yaku just said that Jarod is Jon Snow. That's why they said Team Better Than Jarod. Do you even not listen to the memes? Yeah. I was about to say Yaku, but no, it's Light. Light is the one not listening to the memes this time. I'm so used to giving you crap.
Speaking of not listening to the memes, this is how many? How do you classify this amount of links, Steel?
Stupid amount. This is a stupid amount of Zerglings.
With more on the way.
It's super stupid. And yeah, Ian going to be really aggressive here. No drone production beyond the 19.
Gonna be complete. That building that's might not even come out.
Queens are getting surrounded.
Eon just went full Scarlet.
Baning Nest is finished, but no time to make Banes. It looks like Eon will get a nice quick win here, question mark?
Well, we'll see. Does Chappie go full rogue? Or does he hold this? He does in fact hold this.
Eon, how many links did Eon lose?
30.
30. Wow.
30.
30. And now Chappie will have banelings. Nice try to snipe the baneling nest, but yeah. Chappie gonna have enough defenses, so it looks like it's not gonna be over as quick as I had assumed.
Basically better than rogue.
I mean, it's only gonna be better than rogue if Eon is as good as Scarlet. See, that's how.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So that's not the build that Scarlet went for. So.
Look, I don't wanna offend no one, but from my eyes, it seemed. Look, a lot of lings, 2 bases. Yeah.
Hey, we can sing the song. It's a lot of lings. It's a lot of lings. It's a lot of lings.
On 2 bases.
Yep.
All right.
I'm actually watching the in-depth with Scarlet and Norgate, where they're going over their
these banelings
performance.
are all gonna be detonated. And it is just a link fight at the moment.
Eon will get a couple of banelings more. This is gonna be very dangerous for Chappie. Oh,
does lose half of his. Yeah, already loses half of his links just like that. And he will have enough to defend, but that wasn't really the point for Chappie. He needed to have enough to defend and go across the map. Or at least that's what he wanted to do.
I don't. That SC2 Bane emote. It's so cute. But I dislike how happy those banelings look. It's very mean for them to be this happy.
Well, you know.
They're a destructive force in the universe. Their entire existence is basically to kill as many other creatures as possible.
And then die.
Horribly, in acid. And then die. It's like... Nah.
Well, speaking of nah... Chappie, both players are going to be moving out for the link bait phase.
I could kill them.
Do you see
it's gonna be roaches. Roaches are gonna be countering banelings pretty easily.
Yeah, they will.
Cancel.
Ooh, no cancel. So that was a full-on kill. Chappie is just trying to capitalize on the fact that he is a base ahead and will be for a long, long time. Eon is going to be the first one to get roaches out, but you know what? Chappie will have more of them by the time they inevitably meet.
Let's talk about the upgrades much earlier. The +1 range.
Yeah.
It's going to be ahead in numbers and in upgrades.
We'll see if Eon can take the positional fight, which, if done correctly, does tend to nullify upgrades. Won't be able to nullify flat out. Well, it can to an extent. Numbers advantage, I mean. Can nullify numbers advantage. Because roaches do have a very short range.
Chappie got a lair, right?
No.
Yes, no. So no road spit anytime soon.
They're just gonna.
Does it look like Chappie's going to be aggressive? Question mark?
Yeah, not for the time being at any rate.
Because you gotta have the
screen. Almost lose the screen. Oh, does not lose the screen. And that is crucial right now. But here comes the flank in from Chappie. He is just trying to get fights here and there. Chappie is just not really. Well, he is trying to get some economic damage, but it seems like he's very committed right now to just trying to catch out Eon's army. Which I don't blame him. If you're confident in your ability to take out your opponent's army before moving into the bases, go ahead and you know, you may as well do it. You'd be a fool not to. But this might not be the right call for Chappie. All right, a little bit of multi-prong there, but Eon is not falling for it.
Eon's lair is about to finish, so might be able to get roach speed much earlier than Chappie. Does look like Chappie is. Yeah, there's the lair. Chappie just starting now.
There we go. He was also only on one. No, he was on a couple of couple of gases. I just got worried.
Yeah,
I looked at the income and I realized, oh, that's not a 1, that's a 7.
It's fine. They kind of look the same. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's an understandable mistake. Yeah, it says Roach speed starting for Eon and Carapace. So by the time the Roach armies are going to clash, maybe it's possible that Eon will actually have the upgrade advantage. Possibly even the numbers advantage, question mark?
Yeah, and you know what? While the evolution chamber upgrades aren't that important in a Roach versus Roach, Galau's Constitution absolutely is. Tunneling Claws can be.
Chappie is getting a 4th base though. You know, we'll probably want to start working on that as well.
Yeah, could be consolidating his forces now, try to move out, but realize just how many roaches Eon has. They're both about even on army supply, but right now Chappie does have
about to kick in for Eon.
Indeed it is. So that's actually really crucial right now. If you're able to kite your opponent or chase them down, stutter step much better than your opponent, you're gonna essentially take the fight there. Galau's Constitution is only now being produced by Chappie, but making use of the choke point. Nicely done. Will be able to buy himself quite a bit of time.
Also, once you have the road speed, you can just move around much better.
Yeah, you're a lot
going to
more
defend
free.
against the Zerglings. I don't know about that. It's actually kind of throwing away his advantage right now. Maybe he's waiting for Carapace or something, but
I think it might have been an unintentional whole army.
Yeah. It seems like a waste to waste this kind of window of opportunity you have.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Well, Eon is not looking to end the game at this stage. If he can, if he's 100% certain that he can, he will. But that's not really his game plan for the time being.
Lockers.
Yeah. So he's not really looking to end the game right now unless he's absolutely certain that he can. Otherwise, just go into the lurkers.
From both sides.
All right, I can't tell who has the better position right now.
Pushing forward,
I think Chappie should be able to get it. Does have it's a little hard to tell, but it seems like Chappie is barely gonna break this.
Yeah, he's getting more reinforcements much quicker here. That's a tremendous advantage.
And look at that, +2 is not even gonna be useful in this fight because it's not even completed. Now it is. And we see Chappie with Galau's Constitution march all the way across the map. Gonna be taking advantage of this momentum.
He's going to meet some lurkers there, though.
Yeah, we'll have to be very careful. Nice. Does start producing Ravages, which is absolutely key right now if you're fighting a Ravager, any Ravages really. Especially if you don't have yeah, lurkers. That's what I meant. Especially if you don't have detection.
Yeah, which Chappie does not.
Alright, setting up a drop here. Once again, just gonna try to multi-prong here. Which I like it, that it seems to be a lot more common with Zerg plays these days.
Just a 4 roaches seems like one of the least damaging drops.
No, it is not, but it can stay alive for a while as it draws the army away. Chappie now moving into the 3rd as well as the 4th. Eon cannot be at 3 places at once right now. The lurkers are definitely going to help, but does Chappie know where they are?
Yeah,
okay, now he's got detection. Now he's got detection. And he is starting to move in. I think the writing might be on the wall here, Steel. But anything can happen. A lot of these roaches are very low. And the lurker is getting a good lineup. But it's not going to be enough here.
Yeah, State has a lot of army supply here, so...
Yeah, we're going to go for a base trade. We're going to go for a base trade. We're going to go for a base trade, Seal. We're going to go for a base trade.
Yep. Chappie's going to be here killing all of the technology buildings for Eon.
Yeah, and that's probably more important in a base race. Yeah, just making sure, if you're not completely sure that you can take out all of the bases of your opponent, make sure that it can't reduce out of whatever they have remaining.
It's not. No, it's going for the hatcheries. It's going to kill hatcheries, as many hatcheries as possible.
Okay, not a bad move. Deny the economy before going in for the kill. Or just try to deny these bases and then move back.
Yeah, deny the... if you're going for a base raid, you want to do economical damage right quick.
Yeah. He might also just turn around to try to defend against this, as we do see.
Could have sniped... I mean, maybe could have sniped the Roach Warren. Would have been a better move. At least snipe that before going for the third base, because just to prevent Eon from reinforcing.
Chappie doesn't turn around. Chappie doesn't turn around. Chappie is going straight into... Okay, now he does with the bulk of his army, but he does still have a base here. And you know what? Taking out the Roach Warren would have been very useful earlier, but I think it is gonna...
Now it's too late.
Well, now it is too late, but it's gonna be bleeding out.
Now Eon has the higher army supply. I think he has more roaches. What's the unit count right now? Yeah, 26 more roaches.
11. But here come the mutas. And fun fact, seal roaches cannot shoot up, but you know what can? Hydras can.
Yeah.
That being said, Eon might not have a lot of might not have the economy
also,
to really produce out of them.
Can actually ignore
Chappie has lost all of his. Chappie has lost all. Chappie has lost all of his base of steel.
Yeah. Eon is building a hatchery right here on this side of the map.
Does Chappie have the resources? No, he does not. He has 17 drones, but no resources to make use of them.
Yeah.
Okay, try to go for surround, maybe?
Make a spine, basically, and that's it.
Or you can try to go for some gases, maybe. Keep himself in this game as the...
Chappie does not have the army to fight here. All Eon needs is a couple of spores here and there, and some hydralisks, and that's it.
Pretty much. This is not looking too good for our blue Zerg player. And he even splits the roaches as well. It's gonna be able making sure that glaive does not get its full effect there. Okay, been hiding the hydras for a long time, and now gonna be making use of them. Getting flanked. GG is called. What an ending to that game. And that was the first game.
Yeah. It's kind of a slogfest there.
Eon gonna be putting 1 point to ZergPatch and Jenasin.
And Jenasin.
What are we Jenasining?
Also, important to note, Chappie was the last pick for this better than Jarod team.
He was.
For some odd reason.
Does. Justice Simon. Right. That was definitely...
No, Justice Simon isn't bear meat. What are you talking about?
No, because they all wanted Justice Simon, but once they got Justice Simon, they thought, man, their hearts weren't in it anymore. I'm doing a very, I'm using artistic license here.
Yaku did not watch the team selection, the team draft stream.
Aha,
but he's available somewhere.
But
it's a lot of fun. I recommend watching it. It's funny.
But Steel, hear me out here. We're gonna go into game number 2. It's gonna be another ZVZ. This time McIntack on team Better Than Jarod versus Warren on team ZergPatch and Jenasin. I have to wonder what is. I have to wonder if this will
not to be confused with Mac Monroe or Patty Mac.
Or Jack Attack.
Or Jack Attack. Or for Texas.
Or Jaraxxus.
King of the Rhinos. Or Baraxus.
Or Baracus. Or Barrackses. Alright, speaking of Barrackses, they are not going to be having any here over in this map. We are having in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. It is going to be our teal Zerg. It's going to be our mateys. Our teal Zerg spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. It is playing for team better than Jarod. It's Warren. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Asset Plant LE. LE, of course, standing for Lingering Enzymes. Lingering Enzymes. That's for all you medical students out there. He is going to be a red Zerg. Going to be playing for team better than Jarod. It is McIntack, otherwise known as Mac Daddy.
Did you mix the words enzyme and exam?
No.
I think you did.
No, because, you know, a lingering enzyme.
You said exime.
Did I say exime?
Yeah. Is it just me, or is the game frozen?
Well, it's a brilliant time for the game to hang. It is Frozen 2, the sequel.
Let it go, let it go.
Oh, we're back.
Really, the lyrics I really don't know. Alright, they're calling me from work.
Alright, so we do see fairly standard hatch first builds coming in from both of our players. Is not going to be as insane as the previous game that we did see, at least not in the opening. And that, you know, does make sense. This is Asset Plant. The rush distance does coil around, as you can sort of see on the mini-map. It's not a full-on straight path. If you want it to be, you're going to have to kill rocks, and you're not killing the rocks in the early game. I can tell you that for certain. You can try, but yeah, no, it's not. By the time the rocks die, it's not going to be the early game anymore. Third hatchery is going to be plopped down from both of our players. So it looks like we're gearing up for a very standard macro game here. Will, of course, depend on what the tech choice and what the aggression choice is going to be, how the dynamic will play out. McIntack will be just pulling a little bit of pressure here on the third base of Warren, but not really looking to kill it. If you can, then, you know, that's great, but not yet. If you can't, then, you know, never mind. Very good micro coming out right now from Mac Daddy. Taking out two lings from Warren and just keeping his own injured lings back. And dodging them a lot. So that was definitely very nicely done. And again, just continuing to do this sort of dance. He's flaunting his red ling. His ling that's really injured, but not quite letting it happen. Alright, realizes that he can't get too much more done, and decides to back away. Meanwhile, Warren with what we might call a stupid amount of lings, with a Bailing Nest on the way. I didn't think that we might go for anything too crazy, but this is still going to be aggressive, despite a fairly relaxed early game. Although I suppose this is still part of the early game. Alright, Bailings are being thrown out by McIntyre. Or not McIntyre, McIntack. Which will prompt Warren to just back off for the time being. Once again, just gonna make use of his overlords, try to see if there's an angle they can really push into. And he does manage to open up the third base. As he does get that surround, but does have to back off as Banelings. They really are they really are the scariest thing you can see right now if you're playing a ZVZ. Coming from your opponent, anyway. And we're just gonna have a little bit of a dance back and forth. We do see that McIntack is gonna be the first to go into lair tech. So probably gonna be breaking away from the Lingbane's phase as soon as he possibly can. Meanwhile, Warren still being a little bit, yep, there we go. There's the 15 roaches. And this is way faster than Warren can get really any tech building.
Yeah, definitely.
Does have a SIBO chamber.
As we've seen in this game so far, the one player is a Zerg and the other is also a Zerg.
That indeed is what's gonna happen.
Mac Daddy going for a Spire, getting some spines to be able to defend against all them roaches.
I feel like we're having a little bit of a deja vu here, Steel. As this is quite a number of spines, but this is so many, there's so many roaches.
We're getting a deja vu.
Who'd have thunk?
Or deja vu.
Ooh, Baneling's not really getting too much done there. As we do just walk into the attack of the roaches. These queens are starting to get isolated, and there's still a lot of Banelings.
Daddy just doesn't have anything. 26 Zerglings being made, but yeah, such great Baneling connections on the drones.
GG is called. And Warren.
I think this is the first time we had Game Heart on today.
It's been rare, but yeah, this is one of the few times.
For those who don't know, if you want your games to be casted, your replays, you have to play with Game Heart for Game Heart to work. You can't.
Yeah, it's something that
you can't activate it in retrospect.
Yeah, you can't put it in from a replay. It has to be done as it goes live, and then it'll be available in the replay.
Yeah. Something that Game Heart does as the game progresses.
It makes sense to me in my head, but at the same time I don't know how to explain it, or if it even can be explained.
What?
Why you can't put mods in... Why you can't put Game Heart in retrospec.
Because it's not made by the actual... It's not an actual observation.
Yeah, it's not an
mod.
observation mod, it's a game mod.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of thing. But speaking of game mods, we're going into... Ooh, that's a lot of protests I see. We are going to go into our 2v2 match. We have Early and Hijacks going to be playing for Team Better Than Jarod, whereas Mac Monroe and Jenasin here, I'm guessing, is...
Jenasin, the only non-Zerg.
Yeah. Here... at least the only non-Zerg on this team yeah, actually the only non-Zerg on this team. Well, look at that.
Yeah, that's why the team is called ZergPatch and Jenasin. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does, in fact, make sense. We are going to be jumping straight on in. Jenasin, of course. No,
Chicken Man, thanks for the raid.
Ooh, Chicken Man, thank you for the raid.
Chicken Man, the man of the chickens.
Gustavo Fring?
No, that's El Pollos Hermanos. Is the brother Chicken Brother, not Chicken Man. Chicken Man is Chicken Man, not brother. Hey, Apoptosis, thank you for the raid.
I'm the only one left. Thank you, Apop. Alright, then here we do in fact have it. It is gonna be our our 2v2 map. Right now we have the red team. We're gonna be played by Mac Monroe as well as Inference. They are the Protoss and the Zerg player. Here we have it. They are gonna be playing for Team ZergPatch and Jenasin.
It's killing me that there's nothing in the middle of the map.
The top right-hand corner map, starting in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is gonna be our blue team. Both of them Protoss, and they are both gonna be playing for Team Better Than Jarod. It is, well, I just said the team, so.
And we do have a Forge First coming up from one Protoss.
Yeah, hence the double probes. I had to do a double check there, Seal, because I thought it was just both players scouting. But it is actually just Hyaks, or Hijacks.
Hijacks.
Hijacks. Hyaks.
Hyaks.
Hyuk.
Hyash.
Hyuk. All right, this is a
Here comes
lot
the
of
cannon
pylons
rush.
down, yeah. But only one cannon. All right, now there's two.
Well,
Now there's
there's more
three.
cannons on the high
now
ground
there's
there.
two.
Not a lot of surface area to attack that can. Oh, actually, there's enough maybe.
Yeah,
No,
three workers
three
are
probes should be
about enough. Yep. So long as it's not halfway done, three
Yeah.
workers are enough to take out a cannon.
Like that, they're leaving one probe there on patrol to make sure no other cannon comes in there, takes its place.
And that is the end of that.
Player is still in one base though.
Hijacks.
Kind of worried.
If we could just look at the bottom part of the screen and just look at the supplies, Hijacks is at 55 available versus everybody else.
Yeah, because all them pylons.
Yep.
But there are pylons that will go down soon enough. One probe manages to get through the lines here though.
And does it scout anything? Does scout
Yeah.
the spawning pool researching. And now our blue Protoss players still, I think they might be in a little bit of trouble. They are walling off on, it normally would be one base, but thanks to their pocket, it is two. So it is still going to be fine for them. But yeah, red team are looking to retaliate. Or at least McMonroe is.
What are you even saying? I don't know. I'm not listening to Yaku. Right, there's yet another Protoss going to Stargates. Gonna get fed by resources from the Zerg, it seems. Actually, the Zerg is not getting any gases. Okay, now it's starting to mine gas.
You know, maybe
So what do
just
you
maybe just giving
could be,
minerals.
Phoenix? That's Phoenix.
Probably, yeah. You
Because otherwise it would
especially
get
in a
way
peak-
more gas, right?
Especially versus Protoss.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he is also only on one base, and I'm not sure how this works, but we get an insight into allied chat, so you know, that's something. I would think I would have thought that wouldn't be the case, but apparently it is.
What? No, we're observers, yeah, but we see all the chat in the game. That's
Including
not
allied chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of thought allied
You can
chat
al-
would
you can
only be
al-
for allies, but yeah.
No, you can always see allied chat as an observer.
Okay. We do start to see a Robo Twilight coming out from early. No, that's actually Hijacks. From Hijacks, as McMonroe does bring it into my attention.
There's a DT shrine going down for one of the blue Protoss.
I'm
I'm not sure which one is which on the production tab. Kind of difficult to. Actually, what happens if we click Control X? Does it switch them
It does nothing.
aside? So, good thing they at least spawned and.
The proper.
Actually, I think it's been fairly consistent with the 2v2s that the side that it shows the color
yeah.
is the actual side where they spawn on the map. Why can't they have this in 1v1? It's weird.
As you know.
Alright, DT Shrine is about to finish. And our red Protoss, which wait, who's the red Protoss? It's not this.
Inference, Jenasin.
Jenasin. Yeah, right. It's weird because there's too many names, and they're not the names on the bracket, so it's confusing me.
Yeah, Rumba coming in here from early, and it is actually going to do a lot. Takes out that base.
Scout the
ease.
DTs coming.
Yep, but there is no detection
Don't
as
have
of yet.
detection, yeah.
Inference went for those phoenixes instead of oracles. Not quite able to won't have any reveals here. It's just phoenixes being dead supply.
No forge. There's no detection for either of them. Does McMonroe have yeah, they have a lair, so they can make overseers. I don't know what. Did they make overseers? Okay, there's the overseer. It's gonna waddle along behind the Phoenix, eh?
Yep, just gonna click on the phoenixes pretty much. Just so that it always follows.
Zealot. Drop here. Warp in. Into the main. Yes, that's the main base.
And again, this is just way too much in the early game for our red team to really deal with. But the phoenixes are making themselves useful. Does match that, yeah?
Yeah, Mass Phoenix, good unit. So Zerg is finally on 3 bases. A red Zerg. Well, they own the Zerg. Right. A red Protoss has a nice amount of Phoenix A out on the map. Start to get map control. And our blue Protoss are about to be put under pressure. Under a lot of pressure. The Zerg army is pretty big.
So.
Full of vultures. And yeah, there's one immortal here for the blue team, but it's not going to be enough, especially with the Phoenix A able to lift and take it out of the fight, like so.
As demonstrated.
It looks like our red team is just going to stomp the blue team from now on.
Does seem likely. Even the corrosive biles are, even if as they land on the phoenixes, they don't really do much there. And yeah, for one thing, early, looks like he's getting taken out early. As Jax is trying to get something done once again, but so many phoenixes just lifting about everything, giving McMonroe the ability to recover here. Good game, well played, GG. And it was McMonroe. Yep, and just like that, ZergPatch and Jenasin gonna be securing that win for ZergPatch and Jenasin. Alright, that is a 3-0 victory, but we are going to be casting the other 2 maps in this match, in this series.
Yeah, we have Timorous and Silky and Special and Jardozer. Yardozar.
Hardosar. And you know what better way to end this series, Steel, than with some good old-fashioned TVZ.
Yeah, that's how we started it. Started the day with TVZ, and we'll end the day with TVZ.
Well, here, let's see what we'll get here. We're gonna be starting off with arguably maybe not the more popular TVZ that you might have wanted to see, but yeah, we're gonna be starting with Timorous versus Silky. Should be pretty dang good. All right, and speaking of Silky. Here we have it spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dreamcatcher, the Catcher of the Dreams LE. Submit to the jellyfish. It is gonna be a red Zerg. Currently, just trying to make sure that the score is once again gonna be in favor of his team. It is gonna be spawning in the top left-hand corner map, not to be confused with another player that has his name. This is Silky. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is our purple Terran. Currently just looking to make sure that it's not going to be a 5-0. This is our purple Terran playing for team better than Jarod. It's Timorous. This map is really bright. As you do see Silky going pool first.
Maybe they would have preferred Darkness Sanctuary.
Yeah, just flip him. Just flip the map order. Would have worked out a lot better.
What did we call Darkness Sanctuary? We had a joke about it being dark and you can't see anything about it. I had a name for it.
What?
I had a name for Darkness Sanctuary that makes fun of the fact that it's difficult to see stuff on it because it's so dark on it. But I don't remember what the joke was. It's been too long.
Apparently, Time to go dig up some old VODs, I suppose.
Maybe it's in one of the clips that are coming up. I don't know.
Well, Timurus does manage to confirm that it is going to be a pool first coming out of Silky. Not going to be a Link Flood, at least not yet. As for the moment, it seems like Silky
tremendous amount
is...
of Zerglings. It's enough to keep pressure. Maybe get a delay on the command center. No, it looks like it should be finished by the time the Zerglings even get there.
Yep.
Because there's no speed. There we
And
go.
the
Speed
Reapers
is just
can,
starting.
yep. And the Reaper can try to buy some time as well. Or Silky could try to go all the way in, try to deny that SCV. Nicely done. And yep, we'll get the delay here.
Alright, let's get the delay, but
Oh, but the wall is not a wall.
shouldn't be too bad. The wall is not a wall. The Zerglings are in. Only
Yep,
one of them
shouldn't
died
be-
so far.
They shouldn't be able to get too much done here, but they will, you know, they will get the delay on that CC. They do get a bit of a scout off. Actually getting 3 SCVs, that is not bad at all
Yeah.
for 6
The command
links.
center and 3 SCVs, a full scout for 6 Zerglings. Fantastic.
I'm nodding in agreement, heavy agreement.
Suki going with the third base. Timurus still on the 111 path. Still don't know which way you're going to go. Okay, there's a steam.
Alright, so it will be something very... It's going to be something very active. It's going to be a... not just the opening, but the transition. Timurus is going to be looking to be very active on the map with Stim. It's going to be Viking. Okay, that's not really the unit I was expecting to come out from that starport, but it can be useful.
Well, you start with it just to kill the overlords. I mean, here's the thing. This map, like, air units and probably better than ground units, so the medivacs picking up bio, moving them across the map is much more mobile than mech army that has to go through their walks in the middle of the map.
That it is.
So
This is
like...
yeah, that indeed it is. This is interesting. Is that? Yep, that's a reactor. That's about what should be made. So this is actually kind of... It's not a 2-on-1 because as we've seen it's a 1-1-1 going into a 3 racks, but it's the principle is still kind of there. You want to get those Marines out as fast as you can with Stim, plus that double medevac so you can be active on the map. But before that, just going in with the Reaper Hellion. Meanwhile, we do see, speaking of going in, Silky is going in with the SC, the Lings, and it is starting to take out a lot of SCVs. That's 8. That is way more than they really should have.
At the moment. Silky almost has double.
Pretty much.
No, actually, exactly double right now. This is not cool for the Terra.
Medevacs being produced from Timurus. Interesting.
Yeah, going full anti-vac here.
So it's just going to be pumping out Marines for the time being. Here comes the reactor. Well, yeah, I'm guessing from the side of Timurus, he can buy time. He can be active on the map and buy time with his Lingbane, or not his Lingbane, his Reaper Hellion, and then come in later on, but I'm worried that it might be a little too late.
He's got all this production, but yeah, until now, he wasn't making anything for like 30-40 seconds. Because just there were not enough resources.
And Silky is pretty comfortable right now. He knows that Timurus doesn't really have much can really pressure him. So he's going for that 4th base, going to be getting a macro hatchery behind that. And just teching up, getting his upgrades, getting his economy up. Happily droning forward.
Yeah.
Silky is on his way to some big stonks.
Double expanding. Getting a...
Double expanding?
No, sorry, it's a macro hatchery.
That's what I said.
I thought for a second he was getting a 4th and a 5th, but it was just a cloud of stuff on the map that looked like a hatchery. Yeah, but the upgrades are about to kick in for Timurus. +1 weapons and
Alright, here comes the move
combat
out.
shields.
And you know what? This might just be the right timing here.
That's what it's
Silky
though.
was comfortable. He is only now starting to make a bunch of Lings, and that's actually a lot of Banelings with only 1 tank. If you actually look at the creep spread, it is going to be insanely difficult right now for Timurus to blindside Silky. Silky has eyes just about everywhere. And he's going to be clearing the creep,
Yeah.
Timurus will, but What can you do behind that? Meanwhile, the tank is starting to get flanked here with the Lings, and the Banelings are starting to go in. That's that was a very quick GG.
Yeah.
And
when you're 25 workers behind, or like half the workers behind the Zerg, and
yeah, and your push gets kind of denied there. That's, what can I say? That's a bit of an oof.
Yikes. So it's 4-0 so far.
Indeed, it is. But
it's up to Puppy.
Yeah,
it's up to Puppy.
I think Team Better Than Jarod should just about finally be able to put a single score and make sure that this is not a 5-0 onto the map. As we go into Darkness Sanctuary, and probably the most high-profile player in the Spicy League. Will you take it away, Steel?
Why? Why me?
I don't know. I felt like I was talking a lot, and I was like, I feel kind of bad. You know, we should have the opportunity to get a word in. So I'm like, you know.
No, let your vocal cords die for a change. I'm too old to recover.
Oh, a little bit vicious towards the end there. A little bit of vitriol. Yeah, maybe you should die for a change.
I got a call from work. I'm not feeling, benevolent.
Right, yeah. Understandable. But I do apologize for that. But anyway, here we have it here, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right-hand side. It is gonna be our Blues, gonna be playing for the team that so far has been looking to make a sweep, and now he's looking to complete that sweep. It is our Blues playing for ZergPatch and Jenasin, in parentheses. It's Jarod. XD's in the chat, and in the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran. He is the Guardian of Guadalajara. He was the first picked player ever in the team draft, but now he's playing last, so, coincidence. Here we have it.
Yeah.
He is a red player playing for Team Better Than Jarod. Everybody get your special Doritos ready, because it's Juanito.
All right. So let's see what a special player he can do here. If he remembers how this map spawns. Because he did play in GSL, I believe, at the time where this map was a competitive thing.
I believe he also got out of his group by winning this map.
Yeah,
I believe that was GSL Season 2, maybe Season 3.
Of 2018, I believe.
It was one of those. Look, it was one of the seasons that Maru won. That's all you need to know.
Look, it still baffles me that 2016 was 4 years ago.
It was.
That's around. I mean, I started following StarCraft at around 2015, 14, something like that. Mid 14, early 15.
Yeah.
But I remember 2016 because that was the Beyond year.
Yeah.
Year of Beyond. That was a bit of a mark there.
Yeah, he has it on his wrist from how much he practices. Or practiced. Yep. He's in the army now. Well, more the police force.
He's about to finish, right?
Yeah. Gonna be discharged in September, I believe. Right in the height of
He's already kind of showing up to online stuff every now and again. Or just, I think he's streaming every now and again or something.
I don't think that's allowed.
I think I remember him showing up at some point or something.
Yeah, well, he's allowed to do so so long as he doesn't make money out of it, is the thing. That's part of the military code.
Yeah.
Alright, social
I mean,
going
you can
in for
stream without making money.
Well, yeah. Well, you can just like not accept the not cash in the whatchamacallit, the sub money and the donations, can't you?
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, because it's not automatic. You have to actually like transfer.
I've never made enough money.
I thought I was talking to
stop making my money.
I thought I was talking to Twitch sensation Steel_mold.
No, I'm not Twitch sensation.
With the most popular, with
Steel
the most,
mold. I'm Twitter sensation Steel_mold.
With the most popular movie podcast in the world.
Yeah, we're a related podcast, I should say.
Right,
it's gonna be Marauders from special.
Yeah, Marauder Hellbat.
Concussives.
Marauder Hellbat. This is something that I don't know. I think it kind of fell out of the public consciousness a little bit. I think it kind of fell out of the public consciousness for a little bit, but it's still.
I think
it's
for
still
good
something
reason.
to throw in.
It's like the one thing that works for this build is that the concussive shells slow units down so that the Hellbites can catch up to them.
Right.
Because the Hellbites are stupid slow. But it's Hellbites are not affected by steam. Marauders are expensive.
It's a build that has to do damage, otherwise you're not gonna be back up in the game. So you're doing damage. This queen already we're gonna be getting sniped. A couple of banelings, but I don't think they're gonna see the light of day. Here's a pretty good position for the queens to be in, but there is not enough transfuse. The high energy queen's being taken out, and look at all of the fire steel.
This bamboozle Jadozer
burning.
He doesn't have anything to deal with this.
But the
Jones are being surrounded by
the banelings are coming in.
All sides.
But I think it's way too late right now.
The drones are being gas walked. Oh, they are going to be burned in one clump.
Hey, you know what? This is also something that Concussive Shell helps with. It keeps them in line.
Yeah.
And with that seal, I don't think ZergPatch and Jenasin are gonna make the clean sweep.
This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be the end here.
Here comes the Liberator, and that should just about be the final nail in the coffin. GG.
GG's called.
And special will prevent the sweep.
Yes, saving the team better than Jarod. Who's apparently not so better than Jarod. It's, judging by the first week performance. Just saying. They did kind of stomp their competition. But yeah, there you go. Special. Proving why he's the first pick for the team.
Indeed, he is.
It's kind of weird that
Go ahead.
Wouldn't you deserve it better if you put the first player, the best player first?
Yeah, it could help with morale and whatnot. My theory is actually putting the best player in second. Because it's still early enough to, whatchamacallit. You don't get overconfident, It's still early enough that if the first player loses, they can bring back the hope. They don't feel desperate.
Yeah, exactly.
And, if you put them in first, then if they win, people might get a little complacent there.
But if you put them last, at least you have a parachute that's going to save you from a stomp.
Yeah, that that's actually interesting. If you have like two teams that are very even, putting your last player for the end is probably your best bet. Or your best player at the end for the ace match is probably the best bet.
Yeah. It's still not going to change anything on the overall score, I think. This is, I don't know. I'm just theorizing here, because my brain is...
Well,
actually,
morale
I
is a
skipped
variable
lunch,
thing.
so my brain is lacking energy.
Alright, well, I guess, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon then. We do have the final tallies.
Code.
Yep, don't forget to put the Matcherino codes. For the final results of the evening is NA's Finest and Disc gonna be taking out 6'4" and 6400. Los Vamos Suka gonna be losing 4-1 versus Tier 3 Goats. Team Better Than Jarod, similar story, gonna be being taken out 4-1 versus ZergPatch and Jenasin. And with that, I think. All right, and Team Bear Me.
Remember, we have.
And Team Bear Me gonna be taking out Single Horned Ponies 3-2. No, the other way around. Single Horned Ponies gonna be taking out Team Bear Me 3-2.
We also have the NA Apprentice Cup on Saturday. It's going to be casted right here on the CranKy Ducklings. That will be our next broadcast. We also have the Grand Platypus Open, which is open for players in the Oceania and Z region and Southeast Asia. So you can join that if you want. Sea Duckling Open is going to be back next week on May 1st.
Yeah, that's our Labor Day special.
Yep, I'm gonna bring back the SCV unions. That's our amateur tournament that's finally coming back. The first one of 2020. After this Blizzard API is back online, we can finally return to our regularly scheduled programs of Sea Duckling Open and Masters 1 Open, alternating on Fridays. So that'll be May 1st on 7 p.m. KST. For all you bronze to diamond players, if you want to join us, that'll be fantastic. The Spicy League will be back next week with the second week, casted right here. Probably by myself and Yakuzaku. Hopefully, I'm not sure about my work schedule and how it's going to be affecting me now. As you saw, I started getting calls during the streams. Yeah, thank you, Yakuzaku, for doing the observing production. Stellar job today. Very few mistakes. Great production macro.
Yeah.
And micro.
Yeah.
I've been your host, Steelmold. Steel like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. You can find us at Emperor Yakuzaku on Twitter. And myself at Steel_mold. That's Steel_mold. And we shall see you next week for more Spicy League. Or on Saturday if you want to watch other stuff with CranKy Ducklings.
Till then.
Don't forget to check out Patreon and subscribe to the channel. You'll get replays and stuff.
What?
It's very effective. Very good.
What Steel just said. Bye.